Imagine walking into a room, and without saying a word, people immediately start to notice you. It's almost as if there's an invisible energy that draws them in. Have you ever experienced this? Have you ever walked into a place and immediately felt that you were the focus of attention? But not in an obvious way. It's not about speaking loudly or acting out. It's something deeper, something quieter but powerful. That, my friend, is the silent power of Sigma body language. You see, the way you hold yourself, the subtle movements you make, the way you carry your posture, and even how you use your eyes. All of this communicates more than words ever could. And as a Sigma, you may find yourself naturally adopting a body language that exudes confidence, mystery, and authority without even trying. It's like you have an unspoken presence and people can sense it. Now you may wonder, why does body language matter so much? Well, here's the thing. As humans, we're constantly communicating. But not all communication is verbal. In fact, studies show that a huge percentage of communication happens non-verbally. That means your body, your posture, your eye contact, and even your facial expressions are speaking for you, even when your mouth isn't moving. When you're a Sigma, you've probably noticed that people are drawn to you in a way that feels almost effortless. That's because your body language exudes a certain level of quiet confidence. You don't need to shout for attention or talk over others to make an impact. It's the stillness in your movements, the calm in your presence, that naturally commands respect. Let's take a moment to think about your posture. You've probably heard this phrase before: stand tall and walk like you own the place. But for a Sigma, this isn't just about confidence, it's about control and presence. When you stand tall with your shoulders back, your spine straight, you're communicating strength and self-assurance. Without even saying a word, you're letting others know that you are someone who knows who they are and is comfortable in their own skin. And then there's your eye contact. For many, eye contact can be intimidating, but for a Sigma, it's an art. You don't need to stare at people, but you know how to hold your gaze in a way that says, I see you, I understand you, and I'm not afraid of you. Your eyes convey depth, intelligence, and control. They say more than any words ever could, and when you speak, your eyes add weight to your words, making people hang on to every sentence you say. But it's not just about what you do with your eyes. It's also about how you move. As a Sigma, you probably move with purpose, each step deliberate, each gesture controlled. You're not fidgeting, you're not wasting energy. You're moving like every action has meaning, and when people see this, they can't help but take notice. There's an undeniable power in purposeful movement. It shows that you're in control of your environment. Now, let's talk about the space around you when you walk into a room. Do you take up space, or do you shrink into the background? You see, Sigma energy is about commanding space. Without having to speak a single word, you make the room feel different. When you enter, it's like the air shifts, not because you're loud or trying to dominate, but because you simply exist in the space with confidence and poise. You stand tall, and without saying a word, you let everyone know that you're not here to blend in. You're here to be noticed, and you're here to own your space. But there's something else that makes Sigma body language powerful. It's the way you handle silence. While most people fill empty moments with chatter, as a Sigma, you're comfortable with silence. You're not rushing to say something just to fill the space. Instead, you let the silence sit. You understand that silence can be just as powerful as words. It can create tension, it can build anticipation, and it can make your presence felt in ways that words never could. Think about how you carry yourself when you're in a group setting. Are you the type of person who blends into the background, or do you stand out in a subtle, quiet way? As a Sigma, you don't need to draw attention to yourself, but your body language naturally commands respect. Whether you're sitting back observing or leaning forward to engage, there's an undeniable strength in your presence. It's magnetic, and people can't help but feel it. But the most powerful part of Sigma body language is that it doesn't try too hard. You don't need to posture, you don't need to make a scene. You simply exist. You let your confidence, your control, and your energy speak for themselves when you walk into a room. It's not about saying, look at me. It's about saying, I'm here, I'm confident, and I'm not afraid to be myself. And this is why Sigma body language is so influential. It's not about dominance. It's not about controlling others. It's about exuding a quiet strength that commands respect without effort. When you can walk into a room and not say a word, yet have everyone feel your presence, that's when you truly understand the power of Sigma body language. So the next time you enter a room, take a moment to check in with yourself. How are you carrying yourself? Are you standing tall? Are you exuding calm confidence? Are you making eye contact with purpose? Take note of how your body is communicating and how it affects the way others perceive you. Because when you start mastering the art of Sigma body language, you'll notice that people will start respecting you more, trusting you more, and even valuing your presence more. And the best part, You won't even need to say a word to make it happen. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share because you will learn a ton of information in the next video.